Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the VonShef Hot Plate. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So this is a single electric hob or single electric hot plate from VonShef, and it's also available in a dual or double hot plate layout. Now let's go ahead and open up the box by, of course, cutting open or apart the sticky tape. So let's cut around the edges and making sure that we cut down on the tabs as well. And hopefully that should do the trick. Let's see, making sure we've got all the sticky tape. And that should just about do it, just being very careful here with the penknife. And this isn't particularly easy with a tripod and camcorder in the way, but we got there. And let's pop open the box lid. And just to show you, there is an inner box as well, so that's pretty cool. Let's slide that inner box out. And there we go, and always making sure that there's nothing else left behind in the outer box packaging. Now we have the inner box. Nice to see that they're very thorough with the packaging, as you can see. Once again, VonShef branding all around the box. And now let's go ahead and open this inner box. Of course, once again, you can see that it does have a fair amount of sticky tape to keep the box nice and securely closed and sealed. Let's go ahead and cut this apart as well, and this time around it should be a lot simpler. And there, looking in, you can see the VonShef hot plate in there, or electric hob. Let's slide the hob out. And once again, checking to make sure that there's nothing else left in the box. Just gonna set it to the side as we have quite limited space. Maybe we can put it on this side. Let's see, let's make it work. Alright, perhaps not. Might have to move it in a second, but that's just fine. And now we've got the hot plate. Let's just set it down, just to give you a nice, clear, unobstructed view of this VonShef single hot plate right there. And now, just going to flip on the underside, just to show you the underside for now. And now, let's proceed by, of course, removing the styrofoam packaging very carefully. And not to knock the electric hot plate about. Always being very careful handling such electric kitchen appliances. So you can see this one has a plain stainless steel finish. It's also available in black. So just setting it in the middle of the frame right there, giving you some sense of size as well, with both my hands resting on top of the hot plate. So right there. Let's proceed by, of course, removing the clear plastic wrapper from the hot plate. So it's nice to see that the packaging is very thorough and, of course, very secure as well. It's right there. And it does have, of course, a plug fitted to it. Let's remove the clear plastic wrapper from the plug. And it's nice to see that the clear wrapper is recyclable, so let's put that to the side, and of course remove the papers from it, and also just checking through that there's nothing else left behind in the clear plastic packaging. So just now, once again, setting the contents in the middle of the frame so you can see exactly what we've just removed from the entire packaging from the VonShef single hot plate right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and first take a look at some documentation that's been included with the hot plate. So this is the instruction manual, and let's flip it open. So there is a table of contents and several pages of details right there, and just flipping right through as well, cleaning and maintenance, as well as customer service information, disposal information, warranty, and some copyright. So there we go. And there is a thank you for purchasing the single hot plate note at the bottom of the instruction manual. So now setting the instruction manual to the side right there, we can now proceed by taking a close-up look at the hot plate. So weight wise, it does have a noticeable weight, but still it's fairly light in weight, quite portable. As you can see, just a single hot plate there, or electric hob. And just giving you some sense of scale once again. I'm going to set it right down and place my hand on the hot plate. Of course, don't do this when the hot plate is on, boys and girls, men and women. Okay, so right there, giving you some sense of the size of the hot plate. So it does have a 19 centimeter diameter hot plate, or heating circle right here, or heating disc. And of course, as I mentioned earlier at the start of the video, it's also available in a double or dual setup or layout. So right there, and giving you an all-round look. So this is the plain or stainless steel finish. Right there, you can see the VonShef branding. It does have a temperature or control knob here to adjust to 4 different heat levels, or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and max right there. And of course, minimum being minimum, perhaps in the off position as well. And right there on the side view, right there, and giving you a look around the back as well. So very nicely finished with that nice satin finish right round the body of the hot plate, and to the side as well. Side has a more brushed look as opposed to the front panel right there with a more satin look right there. Okay, so giving you an all-round look right there. So 19 centimeters in diameter, so from one point to the opposite end. And giving you some idea of the thickness as well, or height of the hot plate. And quite importantly, of course, the underside, where there are the feet, which are non-slip. And of course, some product information right there, and specifications of the VonShef hot plate, the single hot plate right here. And then once again, giving you that close-up look right across and at the control knob. So minimum, rotating it or spinning it right round to the maximum position. So nice smooth operation right there. And on the opposite end, it's just a solid or fixed, a static item right there. So nice, good look right there. And of course, important to know, the plug as well, the plug details right there. It's a 3-pin British or UK plug. And the cord length as well always good to know the cord, and as you can see, it looks quite thickly insulated. So let me undo the cable tie, and of course remove the protective plastic cap, and then giving you a close-up look at the 3-pin British plug right there. So giving you a good all-round look at the plug and the length and thickness of the hot plate's cable or power cord. So right there, a decent length, not too long, but not too short either. It comes out from the rear of the unit right there. Okay, so the feet, giving you a close-up look, are non-slip, so they have non-slip pads on them, which is good to know. Very, very important when it comes to the safety of this appliance. And right across, and they are raised as well, so good to see that, giving it some clearance from heating or preventing any heat from transferring onto the surface on which it is resting on. Okay, so now let's go ahead and of course plug it in and see how things go. Plug it into a extension lead there, flipping the switch on, and then let's turn the knob, there we go, to the first position there, and being careful not to touch or place any items near the disc or heating surface right there. And straight away I can feel the warmth coming from the top of that heating surface of the hob right there. And if we go ahead and rotate it some more or further clockwise to position 3, the heat will intensify. So let's go ahead and keep rotating it. But of course, we don't just want to lose the heat and waste it like that. Let's put it to some good use. So I do have this IKEA Cavalcade frying pan, which I unboxed in the last video, or unpacked in the last video. So it is a 24 centimeter diameter frying pan, so from one end to the other end is 24 centimeters, and the diameter of this hob is 19 centimeters, so that would work quite well, as you can see right there, resting very nicely on the VonShef Hot Plate. And of course I can now feel the frying pan slowly warm up, and what we can do is making sure that it is fully turned up now for maximum heating on the hot plate, and of course transferring onto the frying pan. So what we can also do, of course, while this slowly heats up, we can also check to make sure, very carefully of course, that the other surfaces around the hot plate is safe to touch. So far so good, so feeling very cool around the stainless steel body. Yet now I really can feel the hot plate or frying pan starting to heat up pretty nicely now. And you can see that the orange indicator light right next to the knob is illuminated to show that it is in use and of course heating the frying pan. And of course, what use is heating a frying pan if we don't put some oil in it and perhaps do some cooking? So right now, this frying pan does actually have a Teflon Classic non-stick coating on it. As you can see, that the oil swirls around very easily on the frying pan right there. Okay, so nice and hot the frying pan is. Let's go ahead and crack a large free-range egg into it, and you can see very nicely that the hot plate is working very nicely and is now cooking that egg in the frying pan. So that's the VonShef Hot Plate. Thanks for watching and happy frying!